Ahoy!
Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. Welcome aboard.
How are you, Nick?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Been up to much?
I should always prepare this.
You should.
Because I know it's going to be your first question. I don't have to rack my brains to think if I've done anything interesting. Let's just say no, because I can't think that I've done particularly anything interesting this week. Or
normally.
have a good story to tell. I don't think I do.
Ready for Christmas?
Not really.
No. Have you done all your shopping?
No.
Oh, dear.
Have you?
Nearly.
Oh.
I'm close.
Look at you.
It's basically one big Amazon shop, but I'm getting there, I think.
As that's all anyone does.
Yeah.
Isn't it nowadays?
I did go to a shopping area.
Okay.
And it was awful, and I was only there for 40 minutes, and I came home. There was
sound
nobody's
pretty
got
awful.
any stock of anything. You can't look at anything anymore. So you just go home and I just went home and brought it all online.
Fine.
It was easy.
I bought you an advent calendar round.
You did. Thank you for that. I was very impressed.
That's all right.
It took me by
And a
surprise.
spare one.
Oh, I wasn't in, unfortunately. I had to leave it by the
I
back
must have just
door.
missed you.
I'd gone to get my hair cut.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
I'd only
Nice
been
hair.
gone. Thank you. I'd only been gone about half an hour.
Oh.
Oh well. But thank you. Yeah, I've appreciated it. I've not done today's. Oh,
Oh, something to look forward to.
pudding after my dinner later.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm excited. Shall I mention right now? We'll
Yeah.
come back here on Thursday and we're talking about a movie this week called Good
I
Time.
thought you'd forgot what it was called then. You were just padding.
No.
It seems
Never.
like it is called Good Time, and it's an interesting one. It's going to be another fun episode, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
We've done some interesting films so far this season.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun time.
Or Good Time.
Oh, a good time. It's
Yeah.
going to be a good time. But should we briefly talk about last week's film?
Sure, American Mary.
American Mary, the body horror, not body horror.
I think I don't really, in the week or so since, I sometimes I come away and think, oh, actually, maybe I did like that a bit more,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's my own fault. I leave watching these a bit late,
Same.
and I think, oh, have I watched it too close to when we record? Did it need a couple of days to marinate on? But I don't think this one really did. I
No,
think
I
I'm
would
in
agree.
pretty much the same place.
I think I am as well. I have to watch them the day before we record, otherwise I'll just forget them. So
I think I like the idea, the scene in American Mary, more than I actually liked the movie.
Yeah.
Because I think I could see what a good movie you could make out of that sort of underground.
that happens to us
Body
a lot,
mod
doesn't it? We get that a lot. It's like, this
scene.
could be a good movie, but it just isn't. And
Yeah.
there's a good movie there somewhere, but it's not that one.
But I didn't really like it, but I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hate it whilst I was watching it. I found it ultimately unsatisfying, but
It wasn't
it was
boring,
cool.
was it?
No way. not in the slightest.
Should we do some Netflix news? We
Let's
seem
do
to have a big bag full of it this week.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of news this week. So
That
let's-
link's not linked.
get us started.
We've got a linkless link.
Oh, we need that because
I'm on it.
we might be able to do some role playing.
Oh, okay.
You know BoJack Horseman, didn't you?
I did. I really enjoyed BoJack Horseman.
Well, this week, its creator Raphael Bob Waksberg
Yeah.
has took to social media. He has weighed in a little bit on the whole Dave Chappelle thing
Okay.
because he said it's quite surprising that Netflix have sort of came out and said, well, we don't believe in censoring, Chappelle's stuff.
Yeah.
Because he said, I had a joke taken out of BoJack Horseman
Oh, really?
because they were worried it would offend someone.
Okay.
And that someone is none other than David Fincher.
He had a joke taken out of BoJack Horseman that might offend David Fincher.
That's what Netflix told him, yeah.
Wow. Is that when they were trying to sign Fincher?
Well,
for a while?
Fincher is on
He did sign, didn't he,
Netflix's
for a while?
books.
Yeah.
They said they asked me to change a joke because they were worried it would upset Fincher. Waksberg's done a really nice thing though. He said if I got a certain amount of retweets on this, he'd reveal the joke. He said, and he not only wanted retweets, he wanted 100 donations to a trans charity.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's nice.
Which he eventually got, and he released like the script
Oh, really?
of the removed joke, basically.
Excellent.
There's nothing too bad about it. Fincher gets called like a skinny bitch, and then they do a
skinny bitch.
they do a joke based on Seven. We can do it if you want.
Yeah, I'm up for it. Let's do a bit of role play. Where is it?
I think it's at the bottom of this thread that you're sort of going through.
Oh, there it is.
Do you want? Who do you want to play?
I don't know. I've not seen it yet. Bear with.
Do you want to play Princess Carolyn or David Fincher?
Um,
You be David Fincher.
okay. Is this the start of it?
Yeah, and
It
I'll.
starts off very, very abruptly.
Well, yeah, because he's just put the tweet up. You be David Fincher.
Okay.
I will be Princess Carolyn, and I will also do the inserts.
Okay. What's up, slut?
Princess Carolyn turns to see David Fincher. David Fincher, you skinny bitch! What are you doing here?
What the hell else have I got to do? Just got kicked off my movie.
Why? What happened?
That psycho Brenda told the studio I was a crack addict, so I wouldn't miss the baby shower.
Yeah, she's really into getting people to come to this baby shower. Princess Carolyn notices a gift under Fincher's arm. Is that for Kristen? What did you get her?
I'm not telling.
Come on.
No.
Tell me, what's in the box?
None of your business.
What's in the box?
Oh, I get it, because of Seven.
Yeah.
Cute.
Nice.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's not even that. What?
It gets called a skinny bitch. I'm sure he could take it.
He is a skinny. What? I'm really confused by that.
It was really interesting. So
That is really
obviously Netflix.
Good work on the Princess Carolyn
Thanks.
impression as well.
I haven't practiced that. I don't think it will be threatening awards.
No, probably not.
But yeah. So Netflix, their story doesn't quite match up there.
No, it doesn't, does
between these two examples. But there you go. At least over $2,000 donated to Trans Lifeline.
Excellent. Good cause.
So
More people should do this shit like that.
nice. What are your thoughts on bubbles?
Bubbles?
Yeah. You
I
like
quite
them?
like them, yeah.
Like
Don't
a
mind
bubble
them.
bath? Do you like a bath? You're a bath or a shower man?
I'm a shower man normally, but if I'm ill, I like a bath.
Okay.
I tend to have a bath just to when I'm ill.
Yeah.
Or run down or
I can get that.
depressed. So I have them quite often. But my bath's not very big.
Sure.
I've got a bath, but it's quite small,
Yeah.
and I'm quite a big guy. So there's not a lot of room for water once I'm in there.
Right.
So I'm more of a shower guy. What about yourself?
I'd like to take more baths in my life.
Yeah.
Usually for time and speed, it showers.
Yeah.
But I do like a bath.
I work with a guy who has a bath every night after work.
My father-in-law has a bath.
Every day.
Well, yeah, he doesn't work every day now because he's
No.
semi-retired. But yeah, after work, yeah, bath.
I can't imagine just getting home and having a bath. It's just strange.
Anyway, bubbles.
Anyway, Bubble. Yeah, Bubble. That was a tangent.
Netflix has released the first trailer for Bubble.
Okay.
It's an anime which is going to be directed by Tetsuro Araki. He is famous in the world of anime because he was the director of Attack on Titan.
Oh,
which
I
is
know
a
about that.
pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Bubble is coming in early 2022, and Tokyo has been flooded
Okay.
and is essentially turned into a big video game level because there's a load of bubbles flying around. So the city is flooded,
Yeah.
but you can bounce off all these bubbles
Oh, right. Okay.
and sort of use them to sort of jump around the it's described here as the whole city has become a playground for these sort of parkour loving youngsters.
Interesting.
And one of them meets a young girl who lives in the water. It's kind of a Little Mermaid type vibe.
Oh.
The trailer's up. You can watch that now. It's called Bubble, and it looks really awesome.
Okay.
Sort of the animation style and just the design of the whole place.
Oh, it does. Those pictures are nice.
So yeah, very much influenced by some of the video games, I think. But yeah, it looks good. Bubble, April the 28th, worldwide on Netflix.
That's not that long away. It seems like a long time away, but it's not.
Other news this week. I have not watched this show. I know you have, I think.
I watched the first season. I never did the second.
Outer Banks
Yeah.
has been renewed for a third season on Netflix.
It was a bit soapy for me.
Did you watch the whole thing
I
first?
think I did the whole first season.
And you've not
I've never gone
been
back to it.
had the desire to go back.
It got very home and away vibe.
Okay. What's the premise?
I couldn't tell you. It was
Really?
It's a while
Watched the
back.
whole
It's a
thing?
while back.
Yeah, season 3
I think they're like
is confirmed.
they're beach people. They live
Okay.
by the sea, and they find a body or a shipwreck with a body on it.
Season 2, when it was released last July, was held the number 1 spot in global TV series for the first 4 weeks. So
It
obviously
does
did
do
good
well.
numbers. did
lot of people
good numbers.
A lot of people do like it. It didn't grab me enough to go back for season 2. Put it that way.
Fine. Well,
But-
you'll have a lot to watch if you do get to go back to
I'm
it.
probably all right.
Do you remember Death to 2020?
I do remember Death to 2020.
Well, Death to 2021 is also coming our way.
Excellent. It was Charlie Brooker, wasn't it?
It was a mockumentary. It had quite the cast.
Yeah, it did.
Well, it's coming back, and we've got an even better cast.
Okay.
Hugh Grant is returning.
Excellent.
Tracy Ullman, Joe Keery from Stranger Things. They were all in the first one.
Yep.
This year, though, Nick Mohammed
Oh,
is
awesome.
joining. William Jackson Harper from The Good Place. Lucy Liu. Stockard Channing. All signed up for Death
Excellent.
to 2021.
So it's basically going to be the same vibe. It's going to look back and be a fake mock documentary about shit that's gone on this year.
Yeah, they might have to rewrite it after this week.
If you're going into British politics,
Yeah.
yeah.
I enjoyed it. It didn't.
Don't you think that? Sorry, going off on a tangent.
No, it's
Don't you
fine.
think this week in politics has felt a bit like a Charlie Brooker type?
Oh, 100%.
It's just not real, is
Yeah.
it? It's like somebody's written a really bad script.
Yeah.
So I don't think it could be as good as this week's news.
No, I mean, just recap the news. Save yourself a job.
Yeah. Basically, just play out Boris Johnson's press conference from last night because it was embarrassing to watch. The man's an embarrassment. December 27th, that's coming.
Yeah.
Exciting. I watched that. I really enjoyed the last one. So.
Yeah, it didn't get great reviews,
No, it didn't get good
which I
reviews.
didn't really understand
think-
because...
It was the Black Mirror thing. People were expecting it to be a bit more dark, I think.
Yeah, no, it was more
And it's
just
not. It's-
like
it's a
screen
talk-
wipe, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a talking heads kind of show, isn't it? But not real. So I think now if people this year know what they're expecting, they'll probably do a bit better.
Yeah, potentially. We've talked
I love your headline on this.
about, in the last few weeks, a few occasions where Netflix is remaking their own movies, but
Yeah.
in a different language, different setting. So we talked about we're getting a Spanish Bird Box,
Yes.
for example. We are now getting Queer Eye Germany
Oh, awesome.
next year. The
Excellent.
German Fab Five have been appointed. So yeah, if that floats your boat,
It does a bit. Well, I've watched a few Queer Eyes, but I think I've basically only watched them when I've been at your house.
some of
I don't
them.
think I've ever watched any on my own.
I think the American group they're really good.
Yeah.
And actually season 6 of that starts. I think it's later this month.
Okay.
Um.
It is. It says it there. Look.
Okay. Brilliant. I'm kind of surprised that they've not done this before. Actually.
Yeah.
I think this would be one of the first shows if you're Netflix and you're thinking, what can we sort of internationalize?
Yeah. Why would you not go? with
Queer Eye's
Eye?
probably one of the easiest and first ones to do. It's cheap programming, isn't it?
Yeah. It's easy, isn't it?
That seems to bring them a lot of cash in. So yeah, Queer Eye Germany.
Excellent. Maybe I need to watch more Queer Eye.
Oh, they're a bit of a tearjerker, some of them. Netflix this week has released a trailer for
Yeah, we had a bit of a chat about this one, didn't we, in the week?
a show which had previously been called The Woman in the House, starring Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
And they just sort of said, we're making this show. It's about a woman who witnesses a murder across the street.
Yeah.
It's so far, so why the hell are we making yet another
Another
version
one
of
of
this? However, the trailer came out this week,
Yeah.
and I think we're getting a parody.
You sent me the trailer yesterday and said, "What do you think of this?" And
It's straight laced.
it's played straight
Yeah,
by a comedic actress,
yeah.
but it's got to be a parody.
She drops a bowl in every scene
Every scene in the trailer,
and drinks a lot of wine.
and the title screams.
They've renamed
parody.
it.
Yeah,
It is now called The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
this is coming from the same company that released a film called Woman in the Window.
Yeah.
So they're parodying their own crazy female genre that they've made.
Friday, January the 28th, it lands on Netflix.
Yeah, it's Kristen Bell, isn't it?
You know, the official synopsis is the series centres around a heartbroken Anna for whom every day is the same. She sits with her wine, staring out the window, watching life go by without her. But when a handsome neighbour moves in across the street, she sees a light at the end of the tunnel. That is until she witnesses a gruesome murder. Or did she?
Which is pretty much
Again,
the same.
straight-laced.
It's straight-laced, and it's also the same synopsis as Woman in the Window.
Yeah, which was Amy Adams, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
pretty much exactly the same things that happened. But with a title like The Woman in the Window across the street from the woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window, that has to be a parody.
Yeah.
They have to be parodying themselves.
I hope we're getting the sort of Rear Window mixed with medical police.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Honestly, go out and watch the trailer. I'll put the trailer in the Discord. I'll put it on the socials. But it's worth watching just because it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a fun time. That I've got a good thing.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see a bit more about that. Netflix has announced its first ever festival.
Okay.
It's a comedy festival.
Not a virtual one this time. An actual.
Obviously, that's always a caveat of we don't know what's going to happen between now and then.
Yeah. But the last couple they've done a couple of virtual ones.
If you happen to find yourself in Los Angeles between April the 28th and May the 8th,
that's my birthday
next year, then there are over 100 live shows at more than 25 venues. Stand-up comedy.
Oh, interesting.
This is quite the list of
Can
performers.
You see that? I can't read that from it. I can't zoom in on it.
No, that's fine. You've got Tina Fey, controversially, somewhat, Dave Chappelle.
Oh.
Patton Oswalt, Pete Davidson. It's an absolute who's who. Aziz Ansari.
There's lots of names on there. Phil Wang's on there. That's crazy.
Yeah, Craig Robinson. So Dax Shepard, David Letterman, Ellen, Eddie Izzard, the Wayans brothers, Chris Rock. Anyone who's ever done anything for Netflix who possibly might do something for Netflix in the future. Mark Maron, Maya Rudolph.
Jeez.
It's an absolute... Russell Howard is even snuck in there somehow.
Hasn't he got a show coming to Netflix?
He has, yeah.
Soon?
Yeah.
That's how then.
A couple of drag queens in there, I recognise. Netflix is a joke. I would assume you will be seeing some of that on Netflix.
I would have thought
It would
so,
be
yeah.
crazy not to later
But it would
in the
be
year.
exactly the sort of thing Netflix would do.
Put on this.
They don't put stuff on their own platform, do they? They'll probably put it all on YouTube or something.
I was thinking at the least they could do is sort of a compilation couple of hours of the
Yeah,
festival.
I'm sure they will.
But
They're calling it the biggest comedy event in history, probably. 100 plus live shows over 25 venues. That's a lot of big names. But
yeah,
then,
John McHale, Catherine Ryan. There's loads and loads of names on there.
interesting. We'll keep our eye on that. There'll be obviously more news coming out about that.
Mike Myers,
Mike Myers.
Larry
wow.
David. Wow, yeah, loads. Kevin Smith.
Do you want me to just keep it up there and you
No, that's fine.
just randomly throughout the rest of the episode just say a name? Cool, we'll keep our eye on that. We'll let you know more information on that as it comes out. I'm sure there'll be loads of information about that.
More games.
More games?
More games on your Netflix app.
Ah,
Not on mine, though.
why?
I haven't got games on my app still.
Have you not?
No, I don't know why.
You need to update your phone, mate.
My app is up to date, apparently.
Oh.
But there you go. 3 new games are available on Android and iOS on your Netflix app. Domino's Cafe,
Domino's Cafe.
Cook some
Yeah, that's
Domino's.
there. I can confirm that is on mine now.
Nittens.
Nittens?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's kittens and wool.
Oh, lovely.
Nittens.
And Wonder Putt Forever. You want a mini golf game? You got it.
I do love a mini golf game. I don't seem to have that one.
Okay.
Oh no, there it is. I do. I'm looking at Nittens.
So I think
it's a block matching game.
I think you're up to sort of nine games or so on Netflix now. On your app.
1,
So
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. So a steady
We're
rollout
getting there.
continues.
They're all much of a muchness though. They're all standard mobile games.
Yeah.
Like Nittens is a block matcher.
We're not pushing the boundaries here, are we, Netflix? Not
Not
yet.
so far. Keep going, Nick. You're flying through the news today. We've got loads for you.
Another new teaser which came out this week. This one really intrigues me because it will be the next movie from one Henry Selick.
Oh, right. Okay. Interesting.
Most known for directing Coraline and The Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
which he also wrote, not Tim Burton.
Tim Burton basically stole that film from Henry Selick, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a stop motion movie which Henry Selick wrote with Kay and Peele.
Oh, okay.
So they've worked on it together. Keegan-Michael Kay and Jordan Peele play Wendell and Wild. They are 2 demons who help / hinder the lead character, who is a character called Kim, and she is a fan of punk rock.
Okay.
The trailer is very short; it doesn't give anything away, but they have released a link to a YouTube channel on which you can listen to Kate's boombox.
Okay.
And they're just you can listen to some of the soundtrack and some of the bands. that are going to feature on it. It's her punk playlist. Wendell and Wild comes to Netflix in 2022. That is exciting because Henry Selick doesn't do much because it takes a long time.
It does. It takes a very long time.
To do a stop motion.
It does, definitely does. And he doesn't make even though it takes a long time, he doesn't make a lot of them anyway.
Coraline is great.
Yeah.
Obviously, The Nightmare Before Christmas is great.
It's great. Corpse Bride, did he do that? Or was that Tim Burton?
No, that was Burton. I think Selick did James and the Giant Peach.
Okay, well that's great as well.
I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, that's me too. That sounds really good.
And I really like Key and Peele as well. So
same.
it could be a good combination.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Wendell and Wild hasn't got a release date yet, other than it's 2022, and it is exclusive to Netflix.
Excellent.
Love a good bit of stop motion.
Same. I really like that style as well.
Yeah,
it is a Tim Burton style, but it's just cool.
Non-Netflix news.
Yeah.
Did you ever see those Jack Reacher movies with Tom Cruise?
No, I didn't.
I think I saw the first one and never went back to the sequel. Well, this week, Amazon have released the trailer for their TV version.
Okay.
Of Reacher. Reacher is now going to be played by Alan Ritchson, who is 6'2" and fucking massive, and not like Tom Cruise whatsoever.
No,
he
definitely
is
not.
much more like the character in the books. It's a really fun trailer.
Okay.
He just kicks ass, and at one point he opens a beer bottle with his bicep.
Oh, nice. I used to be able to do that.
Yeah, sure. Lockdown's been tough on all of us.
It really has.
The trailer looks like a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's an 8-part series which is coming to Amazon early in the new year.
Is it me, or does he look like a really buff Michael C. Hall?
There is a bit of Dexter to him.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Excellent. When's that coming? February?
February the 4th.
I didn't even know that was in the process of being made.
Yeah. A couple of things that aren't news.
Okay.
Quite interesting list, though.
Okay.
IMDb.
Yep.
Considering you've still got like the best part of a month left, have released their top 10 movies and TV shows of 2021. Now, this is top 10 as in which movies have been clicked on the most by the plebs that use the website.
Oh, okay. So they're not like going on their own review
No.
system. They're just going on the amount of times it's been clicked on.
Yes. So most popular. What's had the most interest?
They've got their own star rating. Why would they not go with that? That seems a bit crazy.
I just thought it was quite interesting because there's some weird movies in there.
There are some weird movies in there.
But it shows you sort of what people have been looking at for various reasons. If it's that, where do I know that guy from? Or should we go through them?
I've seen all but one of them.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
I don't think some of these...
There's nothing surprising.
Some of these would not be in... If we were going on quality...
No, they're not my top 10 of the year by a long way.
But this is listed on popularity alone.
Yeah.
So page views, essentially.
There might be people looking up how bad a movie is.
Potentially,
They're just clicking on that page. They could be looking it up for anyone.
They have generated the most views on IMDb. Number 10 is Shang-Chi.
Great film.
Number 9 is Cruella.
Good film.
Number 8 is Army of the Dead.
No comment.
Number 7 is Black Widow.
All right film.
Number 6 is Godzilla vs. Kong.
Fun film.
And number 5 is Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Well, that's the one I've not seen.
Number 4 is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat.
Number 3 is Eternals.
Good film.
2 is The Suicide Squad.
All right film.
And number 1, the most most clicked on, most popular movie according to them, is Dune.
Boring film. That's a really interesting list, but it seems that's a very Netflix thing to do. It's like, we'll make a list of who's clicked on the most things. We'll make a list of how many times.
It's just to generate a content and a bit of headline, is it? Because I'm sure in a few weeks you will get these are our highest rated.
Yeah, you will. And you could get them now if you wanted.
Of course you could, yeah.
But that seems a really weird thing to do. But they're not the top 10 best films of this year.
No, but it's an interesting metric.
No, yeah,
if you're running a website like that, you go, whoa, we need more articles on Dune.
Yeah, true.
Don't we?
Yeah.
And I think we've also got it for TV shows.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, exactly the same popularity, number of page clicks.
I've seen much less of these.
Number 10 is Lucifer.
I've never watched Lucifer. And
No,
I really feel like
neither.
I'd probably enjoy it.
Number 9, Cobra Kai.
Great show.
Number 8, Shadow and Bone. That was surprising to me that was in there.
That was when it came out though. It was big, wasn't it? It was at the
Yeah.
top of Netflix for a long time.
Number 7, Mayor of Easttown.
I've heard good things about that. It's Kate
Generated
Winslet.
a lot of awards buzz.
Kate Winslet, wasn't it?
I'm surprised this is still out. I'm not sure I know anyone who still watches it.
I know
Number
one
6
person who still watches it.
is The Walking Dead.
It's the same person who has a bath after work every night. That's the sort of person that watches The Walking Dead these days.
Number 5 is Bridgerton.
Didn't Walking Dead finish this year? Or is it?
No.
It's due to finish soon.
I think it's got another season. I think it's announced an end date.
It's got another
I
part.
didn't realise there was like 3 spin-offs.
Yeah.
And some movies.
I think it's the last part of the last season that's still to come.
Right.
But it's coming. Sorry.
That's fine. Number 4 is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Boring.
Only number 3 is Squid Game.
That's interesting. That is interesting because you would think that would be much higher.
But I think the top 2 though are more like
fair as well.
As they're going on, there was more speculation what will happen next. I guess they were more, and they were released week on week. So number 2 is Loki, and number 1 is WandaVision. So there was more kind of space between the episodes, wasn't there, to generate views?
It's
I suppose.
Interesting that the top 5 are shared between Netflix and Disney Plus, and Disney Plus win. They've got 3 out of the 5.
That's the Marvel factor, isn't it?
Yeah. But then Shadow and Bone and Cobra Kai are both down there as well. So
yeah,
that's fun. I like that. I like it when companies just make up stats.
Yeah.
It's becoming a trend just lately.
Well, because streaming is still relatively new, that's what's going to happen, isn't it?
They're just still finding their feet, aren't they?
I've not got a game this week.
Okay.
I have got a quiz.
Okay.
I've done this quiz.
Okay.
I didn't do very well.
Right.
So this is
Do I get to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. You get to do it live now.
Thank God.
It's a quiz about Netflix in 2021. It's from a website called The Tab. There's only 10 questions.
Only someone who's spent way too much time watching Netflix can ace this quiz.
Yeah.
I do spend too much time.
Do you want me to tell you how many I got? Or do you want me to wait till the end? Do you want to do it? Or do you
Oh,
want me
let's
to
do
tell
it,
you?
and then you can tell me at the end how many you got.
Okay, so there's 10 questions.
Okay.
If you think you've watched... Oh, well, the quiz says if you think you've watched a lot of Netflix, these will test your knowledge.
Okay. Do you want to read them out? And
I'll read them out and then you can answer.
I have not seen this first show, so that's going to be fun.
And I think therein lies the problem. A lot of these questions are about things very much at the top of the stream, which we may not have picked up on.
Maybe we should do our own bottom of the stream.
I've spoke to Ross about this the other week. I'm definitely going to do a bottom of the stream quiz night.
Oh, really?
Possibly in the new year.
Wow.
We'll do something.
Okay, that sounds
I'm
fun.
quite happy to be the quiz master and make some questions.
I'll
we'll
happily
host it in
compete.
Discord.
Let's do that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, movies and TV quiz night. We'll do that.
Sounds fun.
Join
the Discord.
Question 1. Who is the eldest? It is multiple choice, so you might have a chance.
Okay.
Who is the eldest Bridgerton brother?
I don't know.
There they are on screen
I
for
can
you.
see them on screen. The one in the middle looks oldest. But
Is it Colin, Anthony, or Benedict?
I don't know. This guy in the middle looks the oldest, so I'm going to go that they've put their names in order and that it's Anthony.
Click on Anthony.
Yes.
Correct. Well done. What
Oh no, I did watch this.
was the big twist? There's loads of spoilers in this, by the way.
Yeah.
Throughout
be
the
careful,
quiz.
Be careful of spoilers.
So turn us off if you hear a show because it might get spoily.
Okay.
But they've all been out for ages, so why are you playing that? Number 2. What was the big twist at the end of Behind Her Eyes?
I did watch Behind Her Eyes.
Is it they were all pigeons? Adele was actually Rob, who is actually now Louise. David was having an affair with Rob, or David was murdered by Adele.
I know the answer to this.
You watched this?
I did watch this.
Oh, excellent.
Adele was actually Rob, who is now actually Louise.
It's a strong start. He's 2 for 2. Question 3. Who won the money at the end of Too Hot to Handle? Was it split equally between the contestants? Was it Cam? Was it Marvin? Was it Carly? Or did Lana think that no one deserved it?
Who's Lana and why does she have that power?
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
I haven't either. I'm going to say it was split equally amongst all the contestants. Because it's about not having sex while you're there, isn't it?
Yes.
So if there's people surviving at the end, surely they get a split of the money. That's my thinking.
Okay.
Oh, it's wrong.
It was Marvin.
Bloody Marvin, wasn't it?
Okay, question 4. Big spoiler.
Big spoiler. I've not seen this show yet, so I don't know.
Tough, you're in now. Who died first in season 3 of You? Was it Love, Ryan, Gil, or Natalie?
Now, I haven't seen season 3 of You as of yet. I do intend to watch it. However, I have seen a couple of episodes of Gogglebox, which just spoils everything. And I've seen Love in it. That's Love in the picture.
Okay.
So it's not her because I've seen her in episodes. Gonna go Ryan. Oh,
it's incorrect.
Natalie. Damn it.
Question 5. What was Nick Brewer's sister's name in Clickbait?
I don't know. I've not seen. Well, I don't watch enough Netflix, Nick. This is what's the problem.
Not at the top of the stream, clearly. You and me both. Or was it Mia, Leah, Pia, or Tia?
He's called Nick, and he's got a sister called Mia, Leah, Pia, or Tia. I'm going with Leah. Oh, got that wrong as well. It's Pia. Not doing very well at this.
I mean, you've fallen away somewhat.
Jesus.
Which reality star crashed the Love is Blind reunion party? Was it, I only know one of these people.
I don't know any of these people.
Of the options. Was it Christine Quinn, Francesca Farrago, Chloe Veitch, or Karamo Brown?
I've literally never heard of any of those people.
I only know Karamo Brown. We've already talked about him today on this show.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Chloe Veitch. Oh, I've got that wrong as well. It's Francesca Farrago.
Karamo is on Queer Eye.
Oh, I do know this one.
Right, question 7. How many players took part in Squid Game?
Oh, no, do I know it?
Was it 352, 456, 365, or 465? I got this one right.
I was convinced I knew it, and then I saw those two. It's definitely 400 and something. But is it 456 or 465? They're too close. I think it's 465. Oh, no, got the Squid Game question wrong. 456. Oh, dear.
What was Ginny's best friend in Ginny and Georgia called? Was it
No idea what that show is.
Georgia, Liberty, Maxine, or Ruby? Ruby.
What was Ginny's best friend in Ginny and Georgia called?
Yeah.
And then one of the options is Georgia. Would it be Georgia?
I'm not influencing you.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Maxine. That was I tried to call their bluff.
Question 9. Who did the poo in season 3 of Sex Education? Was it Raheem, Adam, Miss Sands, or Cal?
It was Raheem.
It was indeed. Well done.
Adam took the fall for it, but it was Raheem that did it.
Finally, to come full circle, where in the church did the Pogues finally find the cross? In
festive.
Outer Banks.
Very festive question.
Was it under the floorboards, buried outside, in a ceiling beam, under the chairs, or trick question? It wasn't actually in the church.
Well, it's looking at the picture, it looks like quite a big cross. So it's not going to be under the chairs, because you'd notice it was there. In a ceiling beam doesn't sound right either. Buried outside. Oh, it was in a ceiling beam.
Finally, has Davina sold the $75 million listing? Yes or no?
What does that mean?
I think it's a Selling Sunset question.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, she's not. She's useless, that Davina.
Davina.
How many did I get?
You got a big 3.
Oh, that's bad. How many did you get?
4.
Did you?
Just because I got that Squid Game question
You're
wrong.
better at Netflix. Were they the same ones?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. You're better at
Think so.
Netflix than me.
Not much.
You really haven't been watching the big shows this year. That is true. I have not.
That's not what this show's about.
That's not what we do. Yeah, get that bottom of the stream quiz sorted out, Nick. We'll do that.
Okay, good.
Good. I enjoyed that. Any more news?
That's all my news.
Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've finished Hellbound.
I have not as of yet.
Okay.
I've done episode 3 and 4. I've just got 5 and 6.
What are you thinking?
I really enjoyed episode 4.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
really
yeah.
good. Really
Changed
everything.
Changed the view a bit.
Time jump.
Yeah, I kind of it jumps forward about 4 years, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. But no,
I feel like I can't say too much. I would rather talk about it when you've seen it.
I'll get it. I apologize.
Suffice to say,
finished.
I really enjoyed it.
Did you?
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Good. Better than Squid Game?
This is more up my street.
This is more you than Squid Game is.
Yes.
Okay.
And I also feel, I won't, not to give any spoilers away, but, we said one of the problems with Skid Game. Don't want to, that's a risky game to play. One of the problems with Squid Game is
Who did the poo in Skid Game?
it clearly ended, and then there was a bit tacked on
Yeah,
to
that's
tease
true.
the second season.
Yeah, that was true.
That doesn't happen here.
Okay.
So this feels like there's a bigger plan.
Oh, okay. So they are planning a season,
Well, I don't know if they are,
but they've written it as if they are.
yeah.
Okay, that's.
It doesn't answer all your questions that you will have by the end of the episode.
I still don't think Squid Game was written with a season 2 in mind.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this one looks like it has been. That's good.
It feels like there's more story to tell, naturally, whereas I didn't feel that when
Squid Game finished.
Squid Game credits rolled.
Correct. Normally.
That's
Excellent.
pretty much all I've watched.
Really? Quite a busy week.
Yeah. Well, if you listen on Thursday, we'll get into why I've not watched much TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I haven't watched a lot either this week. Like I said, I got to 3 and 4 of Hellbound.
Yeah.
And I started Inside Job.
Oh, yeah. I watched the first one of that a few weeks ago.
I think I've done 4
Oh, great.
so far.
What do you
It's
think?
great. I
I
really
need to
enjoy
go back
it.
and watch a few more.
It's a silly little animated show, but it's good. I've really enjoyed it so far.
It's the same
The
guys.
main character in it is really funny.
Yeah,
I really
same
like
guys
it.
who did Gravity Falls, which is a kids animation on which you can find on Disney Plus. My daughter really loves it.
Oh,
It's
really?
wacky and a bit out there, but it's really fun. And this is like that with a lot of F-bombs.
Yeah.
Uh,
The episode I watched last night, they go to a reptile party because it's all about
every conspiracy is real.
theory is true.
Yeah.
And there's a department that look after them.
Yeah.
And they go to this party because they get their funding from the reptile people.
Sure.
And they go to this party and with all these reptile people. So there's all these celebrities showing up as reptiles. And it's really good. Paul Rudd turns up and that's why he's always looks young. Queen
Excellent.
turns up.
I like it.
It's funny. But so I'll definitely stick with it. It's good.
Good.
I've enjoyed it so far. So I've just got that going and Hellbound going at the minute.
Nice.
I do want to mention Dexter again. I know I'm going to say it again, but this week's episode is by far the best thing I've seen on TV this year.
Okay.
That's all I want to say about it.
Fine.
It's brilliant. It's beyond brilliant. It's really good.
Well, I might counter that in our next section.
Okay. Oh yeah, you might be able to counter it in the next section because this is right up there as well. We need to go and extend our rods.
You were very posh.
I did then. I don't know why. I apologise.
That's it. Yeah, I've not watched anything else. So
No,
let's
not me.
extend our rods.
Let's extend
'Cause
our
I've
rods.
watched this.
Me too.
Which
Which is good.
I've watched the final 2 episodes of Tear Along the Dotted Line.
Yeah.
Um,
What a trip.
what an incredible show this is.
What a find. That's all I'm saying. It's amazing. Those last 2 episodes are insanely good.
I went through every emotion
Yeah.
in the space of, I think it's about 35 minutes.
Yeah,
the
because
2
the
episodes.
5th episode's like 25 minutes long, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's longer than the other 5. But yeah, and then the last one goes back to like 15, 16 minutes.
Look, we've said it before. Just go and, if this is on your Netflix, depending on where you're listening to us from, go and find Tear Along the Dotted Line.
It's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
It's phenomenal. It's really that good.
It's a journey. Oh,
It
let
really
me tell
is.
you.
It really
I
is.
love the animation style. I don't want to repeat myself too much to the last couple of weeks, but I equally don't want to give too much away
Yeah.
because
That's it. You don't want to.
especially for these last 2 episodes,
Yeah.
because it just pulls the rug away from you a bit, and you thought you kind of knew the format, I guess,
Yeah.
of the show, and then, oh no, we're somewhere else.
If you can get through those 2 episodes and not cry at some point, you're dead behind the
I
eyes.
love the animation. I think the soundtrack is
Banging.
awesome.
It is. It's really good.
The character of Zero is just a lot of me can relate to some of
Yeah. Same.
these situations he's
He's
finding
aging
himself
faster
in.
than he wants to be aging, and he's having this existential crisis about it.
He's like part Larry David, part emo. It's just
There's a scene. No, this won't spoil anything, but there's a scene where one of the kids that he used to tutor comes up to him in the
Yes.
street, and he realizes that it's been like 10 years since he last seen her, and she's now this like successful businesswoman who's got her own company going, and he's still wearing the same t-shirt and still living the same
and he
life.
has this realization, doesn't he, that like, well, what have I done in the last 10
Yeah.
years? And she's like built a life, got a
She's
family,
grown up, got a family, got this life now, and I'm
Yeah.
still the same person I was back then, and it really hits him quite hard.
Yeah.
And we've all had that. I've had that recently. I work with people who were born in the year 2000. It's like, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah, everyone has it at some point. To a
Yeah,
certain
they
degree.
do.
This guy, the character of Zero, it's just I think
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
We're going to try and find the film.
I'd love
I
to.
think
Yeah.
we should try and find it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but we should try and find it. Because it's a real life.
Yeah, I
live
think we
action
mentioned
film.
it last week.
Yeah, we did.
We
The Prophecy of
we
the
should,
Armadillo.
and we will do an episode on it. I would love to do
Yeah,
that.
probably
If we
for
can
that.
find
We
it
can
somewhere.
find it.
There are means and ways.
Go out and watch Tear Along the Dotted Line. It's 6 episodes. The majority of them are only 15 minutes long.
Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes.
Except for the 5th one, which is about 25. And deservedly, because that's one of the 5th and the 6th ones are the best things we've seen on Extending the Rods. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
No.
It's the best show we've seen. And those 2 episodes are the best 2 episodes we've seen.
Yeah.
That last episode. If you can get through that last episode and not cry, you're dead behind the eyes.
It's wonderful.
It's incredible. I can't say enough good things about it. And everybody we've spoken to has said the same thing. I think Ross and Sam in the Discord have both watched it. Both
Yeah.
said the same thing. So I just implore everybody, just watch it. It couldn't be further from bloody the island. Could it? Let's be honest.
No. Make sure you watch the English dub.
Yes, definitely do that because you won't follow the Italian.
Well, no.
Unless you're Italian.
Yeah, then fine. Watch the Italian, but the subtitles don't do the performance that the English voice actor does justice.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And you'd never know it was a dub. You could get away with
it's animated.
It's so well done.
There's a couple of references to like Rome and Romans, but other than that,
Yeah,
you wouldn't even know you're in Italy. You know, it's a couple of passing references.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you speak Italian, in which case, watch the Italian.
absolutely. But we're done. There is no more of it
No.
for now.
I hope there is.
I hope there is. It's based on a comic book that's been going for a very long time.
Yeah.
So there's more story out
So
there.
yeah, Netflix, if you're listening,
Make some
more tear along the dotted
We
line.
want more.
Please.
So what we do need in the imminent future though is a new show to watch.
We do.
We need to from next week start a new show, and we've picked one. We've picked another foreign show because we're struggling to find shows in the English language that we've not heard of.
Yeah,
to be quite
it's
honest
quite
with you.
difficult with
It's
TV shows.
Much harder with shows than it is with film.
to find something at the bottom of the stream.
Yeah, we found that. So we're sticking with foreign stuff.
Yeah, for now.
We've gone off piste. That was a pun. We've gone Icelandic.
Icelandic, yeah.
Yeah, who knew? We're going to watch a show called Katla, Katla.
Yeah.
There are 8 episodes of Katla, so over the next 8 weeks we'll do 8 episodes. Do you want to know the synopsis?
Yes, please.
IMDb describes it as a drama, mystery, sci-fi thriller. It reads: 1 year after the violent eruption of the subglacial volcano Katla, the peace and tranquility in the small town of Vic is dramatically disturbed. Currently rated a 7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Okay.
So it sounds quite good. It looks quite good. It's a good synopsis. The trailers, the poster. I couldn't think what the word for poster was, and the poster's really cool. So we're going to go and watch that.
I am expecting my expectation is, regardless of the quality of the story, the acting, and all that, if it's set in Iceland, I want it to look beautiful.
It's got to look beautiful, hasn't it?
I want some top-notch cinematography, please.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be cold and foggy and lots of that sort of grimness.
A lot of geezers.
A lot of geezers. Gazer. But yeah, so we're going to go watch Katla from this week onwards for the next 8 weeks.
Yes.
And we'll go from there and see how it is.
It's got some big shoes to fill.
It has got some very big shoes to fill. I can't speak.
That's fine, don't worry.
Anything else?
Why do you need to speak on a podcast?
It's not like I'm a podcaster or anything, is it? We got anything else we need to talk about, or are we done for this week's wave?
No, just come back Thursday. We are talking about Good Time.
We're going to have a good time and talk to you about a good time.
We are indeed.
Until then, au revoir.
Cheers.
I don't know why I did that in French.